The Arab countries imposed an oil embargo on the Western countries like US and Netherlands. So on these countries, the Arab countries imposed an oil embargo. Now what does this oil embargo means? It means they stopped the access of oil reserves that they had. They stopped transporting oil to those countries. Now we know that each and every country require oil for the transportation, and there are many other uses of oil. So actually there was an Arab and Israel war that was going on, and the Western countries were supporting Israel. So therefore the Arab countries imposed this oil embargo. Now after this oil embargo, the Western countries decided to meet informally in the White House of USA in 1973. In this meeting, there were representatives of countries like USA, UK, France, and West Germany. As you would be knowing, there was Berlin Wall, which divided the Germany into West Germany and East Germany. So there was this informal meeting between four countries. So initially, it was not G7; it was G4. Then in 1975, two more countries joined the G4 group. That was Italy and Japan. Then in 1976, Canada also joined the G5 group, G6 group, and the G6 transformed into G7. So now G7, by 1976, G7 consisted of USA, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and Canada. Now, when in 1997, there was again a financial crisis, a global crisis. So, actually initiated in Thailand, which is in Asia, but it affected the other Asian regions also, like Philippines, like China, South Korea. It affected other Asian regions also. And by this time, our global representatives, our global leaders realized that the world is becoming more and more interconnected. In a few years back, we saw that Corona spread from China, and all the countries, the whole world was affected badly from it. So the leaders realized that the world is becoming more and more interconnected. So we all need to come together and make action plans so that we can curb any such kind of crisis in the future. Therefore, in 1999, G20 was formed. Now on what basis these countries were selected? So G20 already comprised of G7 countries, because G7 leaders when met, they thought that we need to bring more inclusivity. So they chose countries which were regionally dominant or which were the emerging economies of that time. So India, China, Argentina, Brazil, and other countries were also included in the G20 group. Therefore, it was established in 1999. But its initial purpose, the primary purpose of forming G20 was to deal with the financial crisis. Therefore, there used to be meetings between finance ministers of the countries and the central bank governors, like the RBI governor. So, by 2008, there used to be meetings between finance ministers of the countries and the central bank governors. Then again in 2008, there was again a financial crisis, especially in USA. Now, since the world is becoming more and more interconnected, so the financial crisis in USA will definitely affect the rest of the world. So in 2008, these representatives again decided that if we want to avoid any such kind of financial crisis, we also need to make policies regarding other factors, like the political aspect is there. There are many other aspects that determine the economic stability of the world. So then it starts from 2008 that the first official meeting of G20 was held in America, and from that time only, it was decided that there will be meetings between the prime ministers and presidents also. Because earlier the primary purpose was to deal with the financial crisis, but now the focus also diverted towards the climate change and the terrorism. Because in 2001 there was a terror attack in USA, so there was one more point of focus for all the global leaders, that was to counter the terrorism. So from 2008 onwards, there were meetings between prime ministers and presidents and other ministers also. So the primary focus that was on to solve the financial crisis, that shifted a little bit towards other problems also, like the climate change and countering terrorism. So every year this meeting means the presidentship of G20 goes to any one member country of the G20. Now G20 comprises of 19 countries and European Union. actually a group of many small European countries that represent, because they are very small countries. So if they stand alone, their voice will not be heard and ignored. Therefore, they come together so that their voice become a little heavier. So from 2008, means the America is the only one country where the G20 meeting has been held twice. Otherwise, means all the countries, all the G20 countries where this meeting has been held, it has been held only once, and it is the first time when India is holding the G20 presidentship. So often it is portrayed through social media, through news TV reporters that our Indian government has achieved a milestone, that it has got the G20 presidentship. But either this year or the next year, India was bound, means it was certain that India will get the G20 presidentship. Now there is a term that is called Troika of G20. If any one of you will be preparing for any competitive exam, then you will be knowing. Troika is a combination of three countries, like the country which got the G20 presidentship previous year, and the country which is getting G20 presidentship this year and the next year. So there are the Troika countries of this year are Indonesia. Last year it was held in Indonesia, this year in India, and next year in Brazil. So these countries form the Troika. Now moving on to the since when I did not know about G20 much, so I used to think that often there are meetings in Amritsar also, in Varanasi also. So how many meetings are there in G20? So actually there are groups like B20. Means there is a meeting with, for the business purposes, like means where the business and its related factors are evaluated and then the decisions are made. Similarly, there is C20 and W20 for women, Y20 for youth, and T20. Not that one related to cricket, but it is the meeting between the think tank of the countries. So that's all from my side. I will be adding some points later on.